All right, let's jump right in. Today we're taking a journey into a short, but honestly incredibly profound piece of writing by Alison McLean. We're going to deconstruct how these lyrics build this fascinating argument about the very nature of the world we experience every single day. So yeah, let's get into it. So let me start with a big question, the one these lyrics pretty much force us to ask ourselves. Is the world around you just an objective fact? Or is it something you're actively helping to create? I want you to keep that question in the back of your mind as we go through this. And boom, here it is. This is the core idea, the engine that drives this entire piece. It suggests that reality isn't just something we passively observe. No, it's something we interpret, something we paint with the colors of our own perception. And the most important part, our own choices. Okay, so if we're the ones choosing the colors, where does our paint come from? Well, the lyrics suggest we don't just start with a blank canvas. Instead, we're pointed backwards to the really powerful influence of our personal and collective past. The key word here is anchored, and it is such a brilliant choice. I mean, think about it. What does an anchor do for a ship? It gives it stability, a foundation, but it also holds it in one place, right? It stops it from just drifting away. The lyrics are saying our past does exactly that. It's both what grounds us and what can hold us back. And you know, this isn't a passive thing. The lyrics call it an active attachment. That means whether we even realize it or not, we are actively tethered to the stories, the experiences that came before us. This history literally becomes the palette of colors we use to paint our present moment. So, if our past gives us the palette, how do we actually apply the paint? Well, the lyrics don't leave it a mystery. They offer up this surprisingly clear mechanism, what they call a formula, for how we build the world we see. This right here, this is the absolute heart of the message. This isn't just some poetic, abstract idea. The lyrics present it as a repeatable process, almost like an instruction manual for how our inner world actually goes on to shape our outer one. And this breaks it down perfectly. Let's walk through it. Step 1 is perception. We color the world. We're adding our own meaning. Step 2 is agency, in the way we choose to see. Super important. That's an active decision. Step 3 is the mechanism. We're radiating a formula, constantly sending out this perspective. And finally, step 4 is the outcome that impacts reality. What we send out has a real, tangible effect on the world we experience. And get this isn't a throwaway line. The formula stanza is repeated 6 times throughout the piece. That's all about emphasis. The repetition takes it from being just a lyric and turns it into a mantra, the central truth of the whole thing. It's like the constant humming engine of our existence. So now that we understand the how, this formula, let's explore the what. What are the actual consequences of this personal formula of ours? What does it all mean for the world we actually live in? So, according to these lyrics, reality isn't some fixed, solid thing. It's more like clay. It's malleable. It's directly influenced by the energy and the perspective we're constantly projecting. You could say it's a co-creation between the world out there and the formula we have going in here. And this idea extends even to our thoughts. The lyric suggests that our internal world, our ideas, our dreams, our anxieties, they aren't just passive things sitting in our heads. No, they're described as active companions that are literally walking alongside us, helping shape the path we take. But this leads us to the final and maybe the most complex idea in the whole piece. If we're all creating our own reality, what does that make it? I mean, is it real or is it something else? And right here, the lyrics introduce the word illusion. It suggests the reality we so carefully construct is, on some level, maybe not the complete picture. And yet, there is this deep-seated need, this yearning for significance, that drives us to maintain it. We find our meaning in keeping our personal version of the world alive and burning bright. And this really brings us to the central tension of the entire piece. On one side, you have the anchor, the pull of the past that grounds us. And on the other, the illusion, this forward push, our need to create a meaningful present. The lyrics suggest we live our lives constantly navigating between these two powerful forces. So how does it all end? With this final kind of haunting repetition. After we've explored the past, the formula, and the illusion, the ultimate summary is just our profound and persistent attachment to reality. This is the human condition, right here in these lyrics, a deep, unbreakable bond with the very world we are helping to create. So we end right where we began, but with a totally new understanding. These lyrics don't just describe a process. They basically hand you the controls. They suggest that you, right now, are constantly radiating your own formula, every moment of every day. So the question then isn't if you're creating reality, but what kind of reality are you consciously going to choose to build?